Hello everybody and welcome back to my Minecraft tutorial, and today we're going to be looking at an animal farm. And as you can see, I've just briefly outlined all the animal farms and marked it off with torches. But the first thing that we're going to have to do is there's this great big pond here and it's kind of in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill all of this in and then I will get back to you. So it's also going to help because then I'm going to have a lot of sand as well. So I'll be right back, guys, as soon as I've filled this in. And I'm back. So I filled all of that in, and now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the actual animal farms. So what I want to use for the animal farms is I want to make some cobblestone walls. And these act exactly the same as fences, but they look a bit different and they spruce it up a bit. So what we're actually going to do to make some cobblestone walls, you need 6 pieces of cobble and you get 6 walls back. So it's one wall per cobble. So you can take those, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert all of these here in this stack down. So I will have effectively 64 and 2, and that should be enough for now. If we need more, I'll go and collect more. So we need to first get our walls in our hand, and I'm going to head over here. And I've put down these dirt markers to give an idea of what the pens are going to be like. And effectively all we have to do is right click to place them down, and you sort of get, that was kind of fast, you sort of get this post as you would with a fence, and you can put another one in and it sort of connects onto any blocks, and we will make that connect later. And I'm going to take this torch out and I'm going to keep doing this with the walls, and make a little corner, and you can come across just by right clicking, and we're going to go to here, and then we're going to go up here like that, and we're going to connect it across here just like that. And as you can see now, we have sort of like a pen. I'm going to leave a hole here for a fence gate later, and you can just right click torches onto posts, or indeed on any post, and it will rise to meet it as you see fit. So yeah, that is pretty much walls. Cobblestone walls are very useful, and they provide a nice alternative to fences all the time, and also they are actually a lot easier to craft as well. They require the same amount of resources, but the resource itself is easier to obtain. So let's just connect these up, and I'll make sure that I leave a fence gate. And now we've got the chicken coop. This one's going to be the coop. I put this dirt in merely just to keep it organised, just so that I could actually see what was going on. And let's just leave one in here. I think that should be enough room for the chickens. And lastly, but certainly not least, is going to be the cows. And the cows are going to come across. I'm going to give in the cows the biggest pen because they are A, the most useful animal, and B, they are going to be the largest animal that we're going to have on the farm, so it makes the most sense to give them the most room. And I've run out of walls. I need a few more walls, and we need one here for the fence gate. So let's just go and make some more walls, and then we can actually move on to the pens themselves, which should be quite easy to do. And then lastly, but certainly not least, we actually get the animals in, and we will then, that should be enough. I might need some more cobble. I brought the slabs along as well because they act exactly the same as full blocks when they're put together, so we can use those in some of the buildings. So then lastly, we will actually bring the animals in, and I will show you how to breed them. So let's bring them across just like that, and there we go. And also we need one here, don't we, for the fence gate. So now what we really need to do is we need to actually build these different things. So the first one we're going to work on is the smallest, and that is going to be the chicken coop. And we're going to use cobble as the base block for this one. In fact, all of them have a cobblestone base block to them, but I felt that this one we should do first. Now I may split this over multiple episodes because of how much there is to do. But we should be okay. So we've got a cobblestone base now, and what I want to do is use some spruce wood, which you can collect from the pine trees. They're the tall ones with the dark wood. There's some over there in my tutorial world if you want to download this map. and you can grab some of this dark wood, which I think looks a lot nicer. It gives more of a rustic feel for the farm. So that's the sort of bottom layer of it, and I think how I had it on my design was that we now go to a roof. I'll have to double check that, but I believe that's what it was. Let's pick up the dirt. So I do know that there are some chickens around. They're nearby. I may have to collect some more pine wood, and I most certainly will probably have to collect some more cobble at some point. But let's craft up some stairs, and I think I'm actually going to bring my crafting table with me, as well as the bed. Let's put you in my inventory. Let's put you in my inventory. And let's bring all of the stuff over here. It makes more sense. And that music's kind of overpowering, so let's just turn you down. Excuse me. Let's pop you down here. And let's make some more spruce. And let's convert some of these now down into stairs. And obviously stairs, just like we did on the cottage, can be used as more of a roof-like component as well. This is the only one I'm going to be using stairs which are made out of the wooden planks on. And I'm going to need my dirt out as well, so I can rise to meet this. And I can run just around here, around the corners, using these planks, these stairs, and they will just rise to meet it. And you get the nice corner stair effect as well. I'm going to just pop my bed down. Is the moon up? Yes it is, so I can just jump quickly into my bed, so that we don't have to fight all the monsters. And let's just keep doing that as we rise up to meet the... Actually, I had a design for this. You could actually right click now and pop stairs up like that, and you could even make a corner effect out of it, I suppose. I'm going to need some more stairs, and you can make that sort of corner effect as you go round. So that's what we're going to do. Where did I leave my crafting table? Oh, it's over there. What are you doing over there, Mr. Crafting Table? You know what, I'm not actually going to need any of that, so let's just convert it all down. And we're going to need plenty more of these, that's for sure. There we go. Whoops. Sorry if I keep sort of making a little groaning noise. My voice is not very good today. What am I doing with that? Proper tool for the job. Ah, I hate the stair placement thing now. It's so annoying. It really is. So that kind of has a nice effect, I guess. I mean, I might tweak these off camera. I mean, it's not that important what they look like. I just want to kind of have a nice decorative feel to it. And I think that we will just fill in the remainder of it with half slabs. Oh, that does not look very good at all, does it? I think we need to bring half slabs across here. I think another row of stairs makes it just a little too big. So we can make some slabs easy enough. This is kind of a trial and error thing. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You will find how you want to do it just by experimenting more than anything. So I'm going to need my dirt back again. Oops, let's just jump up here and let's see what this looks like. I had a design for this in mind, but I'm trying to build it from memory and I'm not doing very well. What does that look like? Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah. I think it would be a bit too high with full blocks, but who knows. So we've kind of got that nice effect going. I might replace that at the back. But yeah, we've got a chicken coop there now. I can see that working. There we are. I might tweak these off camera. Let's see. And the chickens will just live happily in there when we go and collect them. So what I'm going to do now is, now I've shown you how to build the farm buildings, I'm actually going to build the remainder of them off camera, because it's just going to take too long, and it's not really the main focus of this tutorial. The main focus of them is to actually show you how to collect animals and breed them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the remainder of the shelters. All I'm going to be doing is essentially the same as that, but having some different roof variants. And I'll also put the fence gates on. This is all stuff we've covered before, but I want to keep this tutorial kind of concise and to the point. So I've shown you how to build the coop, and when we get back I will show you all the remaining buildings. But yeah, so I'll be right back again, guys. And I'm back. So as you can see, I have now finished. I tweaked this a little. I tweaked the chicken coop. I've done all of the pens, all the buildings, and I've added some little watering holes for the animals as well. So as you can see now, we have a pretty much complete farm. There's just one thing missing, and that's the animals themselves. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the animals. So animals are attracted by various different types of food, for them anyway. So cows and sheep are attracted by wheat, chickens are attracted by seeds, and pigs are attracted by carrots. So I see some pigs over there. Now then, why don't we go and get ourselves some piggies? So if we just get the carrot out in our hand, we can just walk over to the pigs, and they instantly become attracted to us. So if we bring them over here, across, just in this direction, and they will run after us. They're hungry little piggies. And if we open the fence gate and go here, they will run right on in, and there we go. Now you can come back out, close the fence gate, and you have piggies. And we'll look at breeding them in a moment, but I want to get a few more pigs. Now in my area there are a lot of pigs, and I've had the music back up again, haven't I? I've really got to remember to leave that turned down. So why don't we grab ourselves some more pigs? Can never have too many pigs. So after these two pigs, what we'll do is we'll go and try and get ourselves either some cows or chickens or sheep. Now the only ones I've not been able to find hanging around are actually sheep, so we'll just have to be careful of that, and hope that we can find some. There we go, that's enough pigs for now. I've got 4. We'll breed them later. So why don't we just head over here and see what we can see next. So carrots were introduced in the 1.4 update, and pigs now follow them. This is partially due to a new feature which enables them to be ridden with saddles. That's been in the game a long time, but at last we can control them using something called a carrot on a stick, and we will look at that in a later tutorial. So right now we have some cows over here, so why don't we whip out the old wheat and track some cows. So just get the wheat in your hand, the cow will follow you, and I'd like at least one more cow, if not more than one more cow. As you can see, the pig is not too fussed. That's alright, we don't need that. So we just have to keep steadily pulling them towards the farm. Occasionally they can lose interest if you go too far away or something changes. They can lose interest, but if they do, just have to whip the wheat out again after a couple of seconds when their timer resets, and then you can resume collecting them. So where are we now? We're over here, aren't we? We don't want to be over here, because the fence gate for this guy is down here. Handily now we are in a channeled path, so if I just open the gate, he will wander right on through, and we've secured our first cow. So now we need another cow at least, preferably some more, but I'll go and grab one of those, and then hopefully we can get a nice mating pair of cows. So between this and the next episode, which is going to be writable books by the way, I am going to aim to build a little shed. I want a small shed. No, we don't want you, piggy. We want the cow. Oh yeah, they see it. We want to have a shed, because I have stuff everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. There's just stuff in a chest everywhere. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build a shed, and I'm going to work on the general farm a little. And hopefully working on the farm a little will enable me to be a bit more organised and a bit more stored. They will climb over things, by the way, to get to you, which is good. Without that, that could make things a lot more tricky. My biggest concern now is getting these guys sort of in before the night falls. Are they still following me? Good. I want them to still be following me, because otherwise, if they lose interest, it makes things a little more awkward. So we'll get them all in here. They're going to squabble, aren't they now? Why don't we just jump in bed? The problem is with cows and the larger animals, and that guy's going to walk out, isn't he? The problem with them, the real problem with them is that they tend to get stuck around fence gates, and they will only like have one at a time, and it can get kind of tricky. But we've got 3 cows now, so we now need to go off in hot pursuit of the next animal, and that is chickens. And chickens require seeds. This was also changed in 1.4. It made more sense, I suppose, to use seeds, as chickens generally wouldn't eat wheat. So, unless we run into some sheep, then if we run into some sheep, then potentially we will get the sheep next. So just have to take a bit of a wander around. There's no sort of technique to finding them. They're just where they have naturally spawned. Looks like we're going to have to go a bit further for chickens. Not all the animals will spawn close together. Some will spawn further away. I think the only sheep I've found were near the village. And if that is indeed the case, that's going to be a bit of a haul. So I might have to do that one either time skipped or I speed it up a little. You can tell I haven't been over here in a while because simply my saplings haven't grown. I hardly ever come round these parts anymore. There's a chicken over there, but there's just one. I would like to have a few chickens. Why don't we just take a little bit of a wander round? I think I've seen some over this way. I would rather like to try and get 2 at the same time. I don't want to make a long trip out of this. Plenty more piggies around here. So there's no real technique to finding animals, it's just more based on luck. You will find them all eventually, but the big problem is travelling long distances holding seeds in your hand, or wheat, or whatever. That can be a bit of an issue if there's going to be monsters around or you're near caves. What do we got here? Nice big cave system. More cows over there. I'm not too interested in cows right now. The cave over there. Is that seriously the only chicken nearby? Just that one in the lake? Or river? Because if it is, that's kind of a pain, because that means I'm going to have to try and locate a large number of them and bring them back. Because I want to show you how to breed them today. That's going to be the big goal, to show you how to breed them as well. And I'm also going to build a path through here, by the way, to keep monsters out and similar things, so all the farms interconnected. That's something I will do between this and the next episode. I'm hoping that there might be some chickens over the other side of this hill. I haven't looked up here yet, but my only problem is we're going to be luring cows at the same time, and I don't really want cows. So yeah, off that way is a huge tundra biome. Here's a pair of chickens. I knew there might be some nearby. So the thing is with the where's the other guy gone? Oh, he's over there. Oh, I'm holding carrot. Well, while we're doing that, let's grab ourselves a steak. That tundra biome does go a long way away. I've not reached the end of it, but I do know it's long. I don't know what's on the other side, so it could be a while before we venture into the tundra, because there's simply nothing there. It's just a wasteland. Come on, chicken. Got one interested, but the other one, not so. There we go. Chickens seem to be the most how should I say, finicky is probably the best word of all the animals. They tend to lose interest more than the other animals do. There we go. Now we've got them over the hill. That was the hardest bit. Come on, I have a nice coop for you. So you attract these with seeds. So yeah, the tundra doesn't have anything. Hopefully in a future update, the tundra will have something to offer us. But right now there isn't. Oh, laying eggs. That's the good thing about chickens. They also not only produce meat and feathers, but you can get a regular egg supply from them. And using eggs, you can actually spawn more of these guys. And we will do that. I will probably head over to the cottage when I go and do the sheep, and I'll pick up the eggs at the same time. So we must be getting nearby now. So I think what I'm going to do is, there is definitely no sheep in the vicinity. The nearest ones are over by the village, so what I might do is I might do that one off camera, because that's going to take time. We're going to have to go through water and all sorts to get back over here. So that's something that we'll probably do off camera, so that it doesn't bore you guys. Come on in here. Yeah. No, you aren't getting out. You can keep your egg for now. So just sheep missing. Everybody else has got at home now. I'll take a look round, see if there's any nearby sheep, but I don't think there is. You know what, you didn't need to be here anymore, so I'll pick you up. So yeah, we're going to do the writable books tutorial next, and then we will be moving on to villager trading, and then lastly melon and pumpkin, and then we are done with farming, I promise. For now anyway, we're done with farming. There's a lot to farming, but we'll be done with it for now. We may return to it in the future if we need to, but honestly I don't think we will, because I aim to cover everything by then. Let me just see if there's any sheep over here. There's more chickens. I haven't been out this way before, so I don't know what is over here. It's a swamp. Oh, this is where it connects up to the swamp, isn't it? Have we got any sheep over here? This just leads back towards the tundra, doesn't it? So yeah, there's no real technique to finding animals. You get lucky if you have them around. Some worlds I've seen with no animals. Ah, there's some sheep. There's a larger flock over there, but do I really want all of those? I can breed them. What time is it? The sun is setting, so I don't think we'll do it all in one go. I'd like to get them back to within the vicinity of the farm. If I can, that would be the nice aim. Come on, out of the water. Here we go. Yeah, I think the farm is just the other side of that forest. Ah, we're back in the pond. So one thing to be aware of when doing this is just be on your guard, even more so than when you would normally be. This is mainly because of monsters. Things like creepers can sneak up on you. Come on. Oh, have you lost interest? Fine. Or just go with 2. If that guy's lost interest, he wants to go back to the tundra. 2's enough for me. And we're going to look at sheep in a future episode, but more, not the farming aspect of them, but the wool and dyes. We're going to dye some of these guys and get coloured wool. So we've got to go through the forest, and I think the other side of the forest is where we need to be. Man, this is going to take a long time. This is one of them things that you can't just do overnight. It takes time, and it's probably the most painful to watch, I'm sure. This is the most painful tutorial you will probably watch out the whole series. Watching me run around with animals, it's definitely not the most interesting thing in the world. But at least we've got them over this side now. I don't think we're too far from the farm now, actually. I think it's just over there. Just over this hill. In the distance there is the farm. I hope so. Oh, it'll be It's been a real trek. Oh yeah, I see it loading in the distance now. It's been a real trek getting these guys. It's kind of easier than going all the way to the village though. We're on the home straight now. Steadily does it. Oh man, isn't that lava nearby? Oh, I think we're past the lava now. Down here. Handily, these are the first pen, I believe. First on the left as we're going backwards, so this should be quite easy to do. Alright, well, we're almost here now. Now we're back at the actual farming area. This is pretty easy to do. Back round this corner. Open up the gate. And let's get these guys in. Come on, don't lose interest. There we go. Now then, all the animals have been successfully put in their relative pens. We have cows, sheep, pigs, and chickens. Now what I'm going to show you how to do is how to breed them. Because you can breed animals in Minecraft. So for that, we're going to need some of the farmable crops that we've already got. And I have a load over in the chest. Around here in this corner. So we're going to need wheat, seeds, and we don't have a whole lot of carrots. I have got bone meal though, so if we need to, I'll just bone meal some carrots. Carrots seem to be quite slow to grow compared to the other crops. How many is this going to yield? Oh, 4. That's enough. Let's pop you in there. And let's head back over to the farm. So the exact same items needed to lure these guys around are the items we use to breed them. So we're going to start off by doing pigs. And I would recommend getting in their pen first. And then getting the carrots out. So you just right click on each one and they go together. And boom, a little baby piglet. And you get a bit of experience for doing that as well. So yeah, the smaller animal will follow its parents around until it's an adult, but obviously it's going to be pretty safe in here anyway. So yeah, that's how you breed pigs. Now let's see, sheep. Let's do sheep next. And again, just right click on them using wheat. And together they will produce a little baby lamb. I had to think for a minute there. We'll come back to these in a minute. We'll go and do cows next. I think the cows like their nice big pen. Oh yeah, everybody wants a bit of it now, don't they? And you can breed them, cows together, and they will produce a small baby cow. I don't know if there's a name for a baby cow or not. But yeah, there we are, baby cow, and these will take around a day to mature. To fully grown animals. If you kill these, they will not drop anything, but if you kill the fully grown adult, you'll get their normal drops. So yeah, that's how to breed animals. Oh no, I haven't done chickens yet. Let's do chickens. So again, just right click on each animal and they will meet and they will have a little baby chicken. We can pick up an egg. Oh, I'd never picked up the eggs. Well, we'll look at that probably in a future episode, but essentially what you have to do is get your egg in your hand, toss it into the pen, and sometimes you might get a baby chicken. But we'll look at that probably in a later farming tutorial. Get back in there. Things are getting a bit crowded. I do like these buildings though. They keep them safe, that's for sure. So yeah, between this episode and the next one, I'm going to build a little shed right here. I've got a large space here to build a shed. I'll make up some chests, and I'll bring across some furnaces and the rest of all the gear out of that chest over there that's just around here, and I'll build a path to link the two farms together, so that we can then have a virtually complete farm. I'm going to put a path down here as well instead of grass. And that's just about it. I'm hoping in the next episode, as I say, that we can do writable books. That's quite a small tutorial. It won't take very long. And then we will go and do our villager trading. We're going to check out what the villagers have got to offer. Those con artists, they don't offer very good trades. And then we will do melon and pumpkin, and then we'll go do something else, because we've spent a long time farming. And I know that it's probably beginning to get boring. So we'll probably go do something else. I haven't made my mind up what yet, but we will go and do something else that's fun and exciting. So, there we go. So yeah, that is just about it for animal farms and breeding. That's the big tutorial on farming done. Unless there's a new animal added to the game, which I can't see there being one added for a while, then we are pretty much set for now. If there is another animal, I have got some room over here, if we decide that we need to do that. But yeah, obviously you can just kill them as you would normally for their drops, and collect the eggs off the chickens, and shear sheep, but you can't shear baby sheep. So that's just about everything for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and found it useful. It's probably been quite a long one and maybe not the most interesting to watch, but I appreciate you sticking with me and going through this one. I promise the tutorials are going to get a lot better soon. Now we've got that one out of the way, we round up the farm, and then we'll begin to really get into some of the more cool things that we can do in Minecraft. At the moment we're still on the basic stuff really, but when we get past that we're going to do some really cool stuff in this world, I promise. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. So until then, see you later and have a good day.